Yes, sir, baby. On the radar, live from HMD Studios. You know, one of our spots. Got my guy Leeky G Bando here with me. What up, bro?
It's poppin', man.
How you feeling?
Chilling, man.
Release week. Well, it's after release weekend, but we here now.
Yeah.
How you been, man? Because we were supposed to do this last week, but we had a little situation. You know what I'm saying? A situation that I know too well. Sadly, living in New York, the car got put in a lot. We don't even know what.
Nah, I had left it in a lot overnight, and they told it.
How long did it take you to find it?
I got that shit ASAP. I got on the phone. I think 311. And they told me where that shit was when they got that shit ASAP.
It wasn't one of those situations where you actually had to like look for it, right? Like you were able to like find that shit like right away.
First they didn't tell me what it was. Had to call a whole another spooky operation to see what it was.
I hate that. That happened to me in Queens. Like I had literally parked maybe like a quarter inch, not even in front of somebody's driveway. Like you could still get the whole entire car out.
The driveway is heavy though. They personally called like
and they called like some tow company that I had to like. We tried calling the cops. We tried calling at the 311 shit. We tried everything, and then we had to. It was in like some back ass area of Astoria in Queens, and it took us like 24. Yeah, some
spooky private company shit.
Yeah, and it was just like this. It was just like this really weird old guy, and he's like, so you want your car back? And I was like, yo, give me my shit back. He was like, that's like 200 or however much it was, but you made it. We here, big structure. Volume 1, Deluxe out now. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Coming different this year.
Appreciate it.
How you been, with this past year and with everything going on? I mean, you've been dropping a lot. You've been working. The lanes have been opened. How have you kind of, used this past year to your advantage? Because I see you, obviously out here doing your thing.
Man, just been progressing, keep working, pushing forward through everything. Everything I go through just made me go harder. Like, they expect me to fold.
What do you feel like has been like the biggest obstacle that you've been able to overcome over this past year? When it comes to this music and the projects, COVID, all of that.
Shit, I'm not gonna say. I mean, it's a lot of big obstacles. They all like for me fall together like and just get overwhelming. But we still pushing through it. It's not like one, but it's particular situations. Many of them like I ain't going.
No, we don't gotta talk about it. We don't gotta talk about it. But I also wanted to give the people a little history about you. Obviously, people in New York know you, but as we grow and as you get more of a global audience, bigger audience, give the people a little history, like where you come from and how we first got into this music.
Bed Stuy, Brooklyn, man. Music been in my heart since a shorty. Like I just love music, whether it's listening to it, trying to create my own. Like for me. Since I was playing ball, I was writing little raps and shit like that, like playing around, like since young.
And I feel like everybody has, and I've been bringing this up a lot in interviews because I feel like everybody's story is a little different, but everybody has like that moment when you just kind of know that music is, that you're destined for this and you're destined to kind of take this shit further. Yeah. What do you feel like for you was your moment that you wanted to just execute and take it seriously and make it a full-time situation?
I mean, I had a few of those moments, but at first it was just me like pushing myself because I feel like nobody don't know, so I'm gonna unleash this. Like, niggas, even the homies, they fake believe it, but I'm gonna show them too, like for me. So that's the type of shit I was on. So then it's like, you get times where you want to quit and shit, and then for me, then you get some motivation. You see streets jacking you, shit like that. And I didn't get to ask. It's going crazy, all type of shit.
I didn't get to ask Bizzy this, but obviously I know you two have known each other for a little. Who was rapping first? You or Bizzy?
Shit, I've been rapping since a shorty. I don't know how long shorty really been rapping.
How far back do y'all go together? Because obviously y'all came together to my interview with him.
Like 5 years. Only.
5 years.
Yeah.
How did that relationship first begin?
Shit, just being in the same neighborhood. Like we know the same friends for like 10 years plus, but we never was like really together. Like he'd chill around my friends. For me, like we all same neighborhood, same. You know what I'm saying? But we just never really linked up.
Right, because I think one of the first times I saw the two of you together was in an interview. Y'all did like a combined interview. I forgot the channel name. My bad. But I know that y'all did a combined interview. Was it Fuchsia's?
I think you're talking about the
There was
Mel's TV.
Mel's
that shit too. Yeah, we was on.
I think Mel's was the first interview I saw that y'all were together, And that's why I was like, oh, okay. And then, you know, obviously that's when I kind of was able to dig a little deeper into both of y'all's music and whatnot. So that's why I had to ask, because I wasn't sure how long y'all been together, how long y'all, you know, knew each other rapping and whatnot, who started rapping first, if anybody, you know, had an influence on the other or whatnot. Oh, someone's outside. But what I also wanted to ask you was, obviously, you know, big Structure. I wanted to ask you, what does Structure mean? Because we see it a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know, like, what is Structure? What is the meaning behind it, and all that?
Like, Structure is like to the growth community, you know, keeping everybody safe from the outsiders, and you know, progress, and then just, you know,
that's it.
It's a community structure within. Keep the community, you know what I'm saying? Give back to the community. Keep structure within the hood. Families, you know? That's what we on.
As you grow, how do you want to give back more to your community? You know what I'm saying? Since we talking,
that makes sense, you know? That makes sense to where it benefit more people and just like giving to single people. Like that's cool, but like if I give everybody $100, you know, that ain't gonna work. So
right,
we make a smart donation. I'm gonna get people to help me with that. We gonna have some shit like that coming out real soon. That's what Structure mainly about.
Do you see yourself kind of doing more of that in the future? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously now we've been, or especially this past weekend, we saw like a bunch of stuff with like Lil Baby doing some stuff in Atlanta, like giving sneakers out to kids who need it in his community. And
trenches, like, man, like Bed Stuy president. You gonna come through like Santa.
You Bed Stuy president?
Claus, pause. You gonna come through like Santa Claus and them boys. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, shot clock clutch and them boys.
You know, you called yourself Bed Stuy president, and something I had watched this interview where you talked about you got mad different nicknames growing up. Tell me about some of these nicknames.
Come on, man. This shit like just come with confidence. Like these, like I get nicknames from doing different shit, like a lot of different shit, like being in the bando. Call me just young nigga with bread. Like used to call old dad used to call me Sneaky Bands and shit. Like for me, I'm the youngest nigga in the dice game, winning too. Like where the fuck you always got money from? Like they betting big money. Like what the fuck? How you still sticking around? Like shit
right,
like that. Trapping some shit. Like it's Bando. And the more the names start coming along, man. Bando Too Handsome, Cake, all type of shit, man. That shit go on and on, man. Bando Jordan.
Bando Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan don't got enough rings, so for me, Bando Brady and them boys, you know, Tom Brady on them.
Of course.
Type of shit, we going crazy.
And you just celebrated your birthday. Happy belated birthday.
I'm about to change my name to GLA Bando. Every quarter GLA when I come through, you know what I'm saying?
How old did you just turn?
21.
21. Oh, so you turned the big 21 this year.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So now, you know, as you kind of look towards your future and in this music industry and with things opening back up, what are some things that you personally, obviously the Deluxe is out now, the project is out now, but what are some things that you really want to accomplish this year? Like by the end of this year, what are some things that you kind of are really looking for yourself to do?
Shit. I've been setting goals and aiming bigger, so we just gonna go with progress in every aspect. We gonna do more shows. We gonna do more everything. You know, just keep that shit going.
And you know, one of my favorite records on the Deluxe is, well, I mean, it was on the original joint. Was the joint with Stunna Gambino? How did that relationship kind of come about?
My manager Ruby and his close friend
Ricky. Yep,
those my guys too. Stunna Mad Cool, so that's the gang.
How do you kind of currently feel about the state of music and drill in New York and just kind of this whole situation? Because you know we're a few years.
How do I feel about the state of? What you mean?
Like the state, like this.
Y'all got no water either? I don't know.
I don't think we got water in here, but no.
What you saying though?
No, yeah, we don't.
What you said though?
What'd I say?
Yeah.
Oh, you asked what I said? I said, how do you feel about the current state of drill, you know, in New York, the music scene in New York? Like, how do you kind of feel about it right now? How do you feel about your place in it? Do you feel like you in a good place? Do you feel like you underrated? Like, what do you kind of feel?
Shit, I mean, of course I'm underrated, you know, but for me, but yeah, I mean, we motivating a lot of people, so everybody, you know, as long as niggas know. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get what we deserve because we ain't gonna start working, but you know, as long as niggas know what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
And you got some people who are coming up underneath you too, right? Because like I was on your YouTube page and I saw some other videos for other people who obviously weren't yourself.
Yeah, facts. My boy Vonnie G in the spot right now.
And even Kha's here.
Kha Structure.
And with this, so you're bringing up people underneath you now too.
Yeah, man. Structure.
What? And they're all structure. It's all structure.
Structure music. Structure Records LLC.
Is this your label, or is it just the bigger conglomerate? Why is it important for you to kind of bring up your people? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
very important. It's like I said, that's what we all about. Mm-hmm. Fun, structure, community, give it back, put it on. For me.
Right. Just further and further in the culture. Do you ever see yourself kind of going outside of like the New York drill scene and kind of tapping into other lanes? Like,
as far as what?
I don't know, just typing I don't know, get into your singing bag is something that I'll be talking to a lot of people about, you know, kind of shifting gears, switching lanes, doing some other stuff. What do you feel like, you know, you cooling right now on that?
Yeah, however I come, however I'm gonna give it to y'all, it's gonna be me.
Maybe have Stunna do some singing lessons and shit like that.
I'm gonna leave that to Stunna. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk for the trenches, man. That's what they need me for.
And you were recently on Ross Swish's project too, yeah, which was super dope because that came. I mean, that record that y'all did together had been out for a while, but the project came out a few days before yours. How did that connection come about?
I think he had did the shit with Bizzy first.
Okay.
So yeah, know how that go.
You just made the connection through that.
Yeah.
Are there like other New York people out here that you kind of?
He was sharing my music shit too. I was seeing he was fucking with my shit. And I was fucking with his shit. So.
Oh, so he was posting your shit too?
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I've been fucking with shorty shit, so.
Once that happens, it's just kind of like a mutual.
Yeah, so for it.
Yeah. Those cosigns, do they matter to you, or are you kind of like big on those, or you kind of like, you see it and you like, all right, cool, they jacking me, I'm jacking them, we could work, we could be cool, all that shit.
Then on to the next.
On to the next. No, just like when you see like people posting your music, when you see, you know, bigger artists posting your music, and that's like, oh shit, like, cool, and then now you working with them, and we get to further
make music.
Yeah, further the culture.
Yeah, thank for the culture, man. The culture want that, you know. That's what the culture want.
Who are some artists out here? Well, they don't gotta be from New York, but who's some artists out here that you personally really want to link up with in the future, or you want to work with, or even you might have some shit in the stash on the next tape?
Got some spooky shit in the cut. My son Fetty Luciano.
And shout out for Fetty Luciano, yeah.
I'm just fucking with whoever fucking with me, man. Coming from the city, going hard, young niggas putting on. That's what we on, man.
Fetty Luciano joint. That's probably gonna be on the next joint. Or you gonna put that shit?
We gonna see. Might put somebody else on it.
Might put somebody else on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be you, Fetty, and somebody else.
Yeah, maybe.
So with the summer upon us, right? Obviously the deluxe out now. We getting volume 2 soon. What are you kind of feeling out with the
volume 2 soon? I ain't say that.
No, I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you. Do you think? Yeah. I'm like, you think we're gonna do volume 2 soon? Do you think? What do you think is gonna be the next move for you? What do you think you better, you know, tape wise?
Oh shit, yeah. You just got me thinking about some other projects. Shit, me and Kha shit on the way real soon.
Collab tape.
Yeah, me and Kha Structure going crazy.
When do you think that's gonna drop?
Real soon. Sooner than I think. We got some videos coming too.
Going back to back with the tapes and the projects and shit like that.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. I like dropping projects. It's more fun.
Do you feel like you're in a space now because with everything open up, like you drop it consistently, and now it's like, all right, cool. We can drop consistently, we can move consistently, we can do everything with everything being open, do shows, all that shit like that.
Yeah, it's back. Structure City shit.
Have you performed yet with everything back open?
Not even. I don't know.
Do you have any performances on the way?
Yeah, facts. Supposed to have some shit coming up in July.
Are you excited to kind of be back doing your thing again?
Yeah, you know what time it is, man. I ain't touch the stage in a second, man.
Was that
asking for me too? Man, I'm kind of busy, so.
And obviously, you probably gonna come out at Rolling Loud too.
I might.
That's gonna be different.
It's a couple of them boys on there. Anybody might bring me out.
Because I think it's cool because now that we got Rolling Loud, and obviously we have people like Bizzy and Stunna and you know, young, new in like the last year or two New York artists who were able to kind of perform again. Yeah, it also was like, okay, cool. Now we can, cause I looked at that lineup and I'm like, there's some names missing. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm like, there's so many New York artists you could put on this shit.
No, I mean, I ain't look at it like that, but
you can still come out and you can still turn up and we can still do the shit.
Yeah, outside.
Like I'ma still see you backstage there.
As long as my dog's on there, we on there. That's it. That's what it is. I might be there.
You're coming out at your first Rolling Loud. What is that experience gonna be like for you? You know, if you come, you know what I'm saying. We gonna say if you come out because we want the people to be surprised when it happens.
If G Bando Jordan ever touch Rolling Loud, Bando gonna touch Rolling Loud. But You said what?
I don't know. What's that feeling going to be like for you? Because it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different than just doing a show in like a venue. It's like, oh shit, like we on a festival stage. We doing this now.
Shit, I wouldn't know. I gotta be there to know the feeling. But when we there, you know how we come in, man. Structure performance.
Right.
I'm saying.
So obviously we got the collab project on the way. What else do we have on the way? We got more visuals coming up.
Visuals. Projects, visuals. I'm featured on other people's projects, Sneaky. On Bizzy Project.
On Bizzy Project coming up. Yes. You got some joints on there. And that's it. We're gonna leave it at that. So we got the projects on the way, videos on the way, more music on the way, shows on the way. What's the show? Do you know what we don't know what the show is, right? We can't promote it yet. We don't know what it is.
I think it's OT though, CT or some shit like that.
July.
Supposedly I have a few of them. We don't know. We'll be gonna figure that shit out.
But once you back on tour, we back on tour. We back outside. We doing it.
It's over. Once I rip that shit, you know, sold out days like Baby and them boys.
We gonna have you back on the road and everything. Well, look, congratulations on the new tape. Everybody, make sure y'all go stream Big Structure Deluxe Volume 1
out now. Deluxe out now. New shit on the way. Stay tuned. Tune in. Study 30. Go feast 30. Study 30. Calling me right now.
And let the people know where they could follow you at. Anything else you want to plug in there for your people? Now
Big _ Structure on IG, man. That's all I'm on IG, man. Go on YouTube. Leeky G Bando. Subscribe.
Boom. Well, there it is. Make sure y'all go run it up. Make sure y'all go follow him, go subscribe. And until next time, Leeky G Bando on the radar, baby. Boom.